When communities envision the opportunities that French immersion can bring, the advantages far outweigh any extra effort that goes into putting the program into place. In addition to graduating bilingual students, French immersion fosters engagement with countries throughout the world and offers enhanced economic development opportunity as well.
Young professional families who have looked at French immersion education and said, that's what we want for our kids. They've taken their kids out of private schools, and we're talking about architects, engineers, people involved in government, and attorneys who have said, what we think that is provided by a public French immersion education exceeds what we can receive at private schools.
Who wouldn't want their child to come into a public school system that has a successful and touted program that teaches children with highly qualified teachers and helps them to achieve high academic success, linguistic competency in 2 languages, and a cultural understanding that makes them more sensitive to peoples of the world?
Well, I decided to put my girls in French immersion because I wanted to expose them to different languages and as well give them a chance to get experience with different cultures.
Sometimes the kids ask me where I'm from, because I'm from France, but my parents are from Senegal, so they see that there is a really big diaspora, French diaspora, and in my classroom I have the 27th flags country where we speak French.
What communities in Louisiana have discovered over the past 30 years is that French immersion gives their students a distinct advantage, both educationally and in their futures.
The career paths that are opened up because of dual language capacity or being bilingual is really limitless, and it's an economic development opportunity, quite frankly.
Louisiana has always been an international hub. French is a language that is spoken. French is the language of diplomacy, and we have a lot of opportunities there.
So if you can imagine someone coming out as an engineer from UL or LSU or Southern or what have you, then imagine that they're bilingual. And then think about the incredible diversity of opportunities that are available to a person like that. It's a no-brainer in terms of its economic value for any region of our state.
When people are traveling from different parts of either the Louisiana, Canada, or even France, they're looking for a place not only to come to New Orleans, but where they can go to areas in my part of the district that French is spoken.
Obviously, in our business, we're looking very much for science, technology, and math background. But I think there is something to say about learning multi-languages as you grow up. I think it's a tremendous asset when you have people who can have this flexibility in their mind, ability to communicate with others.
Understanding the way French people work and American people work is key for us. People who would have these talents in Louisiana coming to work for a French company, understanding the French culture, is basically the ideal profile for us.
We're forming incredible individuals who have skill sets that are in high demand in DC, in New York, and abroad. And it would be wonderful if we were able to mimic that same demand in-state and able to really use them and capitalize them on their full potential.
The path to creating French immersion opportunities in Louisiana has already been forged and strengthened by parents, administrators, and communities that have created successful programs in their own schools, so that today, those proven tools and methods are available for others to use throughout the state.
CODOFIL is a tremendous resource for anyone interested in establishing an immersion program. The State Department, their Foreign Language Department, has resources for people who want to begin the immersive progress. The legislature has passed a legislation that says anywhere that a district has 25 parents or more that are interested in immersion, that they are to establish an immersion program.
To have a successful French immersion program in the community, we have to look at it not as a program but a pathway. We have to present it as this is the way we do it. Embrace it and make it ours.
We had many merchants that had signs in their windows so our children knew that they spoke French. The community opened up and said, we welcome this. We want these children here. We want to be able to talk to them. And it made the children feel awesome.
And was so proud when our grandkids got into French immersion. especially Chris, who used the French language to express his love for music.
I would say it's definitely cool to speak French. Quand j'étais jeune, je voulais être musicien professionnel et c'est tout. Et aujourd'hui, c'est réussi et c'est beaucoup à cause du programme de l'immersion parce que je parle en français, je chante en français et c'est pour ça que les gens aiment notre musique, je crois.
Because these are the seeds that we're planting. You see, my children, they were seeds, that we were planting in the 90s. And so now they're out there and they're working in the language and they wouldn't want it any other way. And I'm very proud of them. I'm very happy that they've had this opportunity.
For more information on French immersion, contact your local school board or CODOFIL.